music fans. Welcome back to my podcast and this episode of my featured tracks playlist for August 2025. I'm R.E.Fort, and in this episode or post, I've picked 5 tracks spanning a few genres that I think you'll love. In this episode, we have I'm Gonna Let It Ride, There'll Be Time for Us, What Went Wrong, Tired, and Stop, Wait, and Think. As always, you can find links to this playlist for YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, or Amazon Music in this post and on my website at R.E.Fort.co/playlist. Let's get to the playlist. To start this month's playlist is the title track from my 2016 release, I'm Gonna Let It Ride. You know, after almost 10 years, this CD and track still get me moving. I love the bass guitar work, cool off-tempo feel, and that scratchy rhythm guitar section. This track has such a funky vibe with a killer melody and solo. I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster for all the guitar work on this track, and I had a blast programming those drums. Let's give I'm Gonna Let It Ride a listen. Next up is a beautiful ballad about time and love named There'll Be Time for Us from my 2023 release, Life on the Other Side. This one is almost a prayer, praying that in the end there will be time for us. I'm playing the melodies on my Fender Rhodes electric piano sound, my Martin acoustic electric, and a little with the Stratocaster. The solo in this track is the Fender acoustic electric guitar. I keep hearing in this track, one day you'll see that we will have time. Let's give There'll Be Time for Us a listen. Next up is What Went Wrong from my 2025 release, Stop, Wait, and Think. This track almost didn't get released, but my wife Cheryl really liked it. So one day, I started playing the chords differently. I started finger picking the chord pattern and everything fell into place. I'm playing the chords on my Fender Acoustic Electric, the melody on my Fender Stratocaster, and the solo on my Gibson SG. Let's give What Went Wrong a listen. Next up is Tired from my 2020 release, Living in Strange Times. This cool blues track is so much fun. The long title for this track is Tired of Not Being Seen. Now, I really love a good slow blues jam, and this one really delivers. On this track, I'm playing my Fender Acoustic Electric for the melody and chords. The solo is my Gibson SG. On the keyboards, I'm playing a grand piano sound and a Hammond organ sound for the melody and solo. That organ solo really dials in this track perfectly with the Gibson SG guitar solo. This blues track is so cool. Let's give Tired a listen. The last track on this playlist is the title track from my 2025 release, Stop, Wait, and Think. This is a big, bold fusion track with a great groove. It was truly a blast to write. My Fender Stratocaster is holding down all the guitar work on this track. On keyboards, I added horns, a Rhodes electric piano sound, and to accent the melody, a DX synth sound. I really love the rhythm guitar work and the awesome third section with those horns accenting the hits and that killer guitar solo. Let's give Stop, Wait, and Think a listen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of my Feature Tracks playlist and get a chance to listen to the full playlist on either YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, or Amazon Music sites. Remember, you can find links to this playlist for those sites in this post and on my website at R.E.Fort.co/playlist. The song opening and closing this podcast is still one of my favorites, a track named So Cool from my CD 10, released in 2017. Thanks for listening, and as always, without music, life has no soul. Thanks.